Imagine coming home in a coffin, but with someone else's name on it. That's how Soledad's sister begins. And honestly, that opening already tells you this isn't going to be an easy story. This novel by Jose Dalisay Jr. is quiet, simple, and realistic. But it hits hard, especially if you've grown up hearing stories about OFWs. The story starts when a coffin arrives at Naiya carrying the body of a woman identified as Aurora Cabajo, who supposedly drowned while working in Jeddah. But here's the problem. Aurora is still alive. The woman in the coffin is actually Soledad Cabajo, Aurora's older sister. Soledad had been blacklisted from working abroad before, so she used her sister's identity to get another job overseas. She didn't do it for adventure or ambition. She did it for her family, especially for her young son. Aurora, also called Rory, stays in their hometown working as a singer in a karaoke bar. When she finds out her sister is dead, she teams up with a police officer named Walter Zamora to bring Soledad's body home. But on the way, the coffin gets stolen, and later, Soledad's body is lost again, this time disappearing into a river. By the end, Soledad dies without justice, without answers, and almost without identity. Now, let's talk about the main themes of the story. One of the strongest themes in this book is sacrifice. Soledad represents so many OFWs who give up their safety, comfort, and even their identity just to support the people they love. Her life revolves around responsibility. Her love for her family becomes a form of self-sacrifice, and that sacrifice slowly erases her. Next is invisibility. Soledad's death is ruled a drowning. No serious investigation happens. No urgency, because the system treats her as someone unimportant. The novel suggests that justice is only available to people with power or influence, and Soledad has neither. Last, the book also talks about identity. Soledad borrows her sister's name just to survive abroad, but in death, even that borrowed identity is taken away. In the end, she becomes just another statistic, another OFW story people eventually forget. At first, it feels like one. There's a suspicious death, a police officer, missing details. You expect answers. You expect the truth to come out. But as the story continues, you realize this isn't a mystery meant to be solved. And that's what makes it painful, because it feels real. In real life, many OFW deaths never get proper investigations. Families are left with questions that never get answered. Jose Dalisay's writing is very calm and restrained. He doesn't exaggerate emotions or try to force you to cry. But that quiet storytelling makes everything feel more real and honestly, more heartbreaking. The lack of closure might feel frustrating, but that frustration is the point. It mirrors the reality of families who never get justice. What stayed with me the most is how normal Soledad's story feels. It's not dramatic in a movie-like way. It's tragic in a way that feels possible, like something you might hear on the news and forget about after a few days. This book reminds us that behind every OFW is a real person with dreams, fears, and a family waiting at home. Soledad left the country hoping for a better future. She came back unnamed, unanswered, and unresolved, and that's what makes this novel powerful. If you're looking for a story with action or a happy ending, to be honest, this isn't it. But if you want a story that feels honest, socially relevant, and painfully real, Soledad's Sister is definitely worth reading.